everybody. It's Brooke. I'm back. I don't know if you guys can believe it. I can barely believe it, but we're starting Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4 today. If you would like to watch my uncut reaction to this premiere episode, as well as my reaction to the first 2 episodes of Angel, they are up on Patreon right now. So as we go into Buffy Season 4, the show Angel goes right alongside of it. So if you haven't read my community post, I will be doing the Slayer guide version. So we will still be having a Buffyverse episode every Tuesday and Saturday. But it will follow that code. So sometimes it'll be Buffy and an angel, or 2 Buffys, or 2 angels. Just depending on the order. And so we will still be staying 2 episodes ahead on Patreon. So if maybe it's a week where there's 2 angels, there might be a new Buffy over on Patreon if you want to go watch that there. Thank you to everyone who is on Patreon. I really appreciate you guys. It just tells me people like what I'm doing, which is really fun. But a free way to tell me you like what I'm doing is to subscribe to the channel and to like and comment on all the videos, because it helps them do better in the algorithm, so more people find them and we can kind of grow, which allows me to have time to do even more videos. I have no idea where this season could go. I didn't look up any spoilers or anything. All I know, obviously, is that Angel, I'm watching that pilot after this. And I'm like, I don't know what it means, like, because Angel's gone from this show, they're going to college, everything's gonna be changing. I'm interested to see if our whole cast returns, because I feel like characters transitioning to college could be a time where some actors maybe leave, similar to David, obviously, but I think he's still in the Buffyverse, so I wouldn't be surprised if we still see Angel sometimes. Or vice versa, we see like Buffy characters in Angel. I'm not really sure. But they defeated the mayor at the end of season 3. We did lose Faith, so we do have to keep our eyes open for the next Slayer. There should be a new Slayer. Hopefully this person and Buffy can get along maybe a little better. They'll mesh better maybe. Though we don't know if they'll come right to Sunnydale or not, because like Kendra only came because something was happening, and Faith came because her watcher died. So I'm interested to see who that is going to be. I assume we'll meet her this season. And I'm interested to see who our new big bad is going to be, because they did defeat the mayor. And Snyder, the principal, is gone. Not that they're going back to the high school. Maybe they'll have like an evil professor or something. I get to find out this episode if my guess that Giles is going to follow them to the college is real, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. And then the other new possible character we could have is, with Angel gone, does Buffy get a new love interest? Because, like, am I going to ship it? Like, that'd be kind of hard for this show if they brought in a new love interest and people didn't like him. Or her, you know, maybe. You never know. Probably not. But a girl can dream. But it would be interesting for sure. Like, especially because I was looking at the episode guide just to make sure I had an idea. And, like, Angel goes right along through the end of Buffy. So I could see their finales maybe being combined and they come back together or something. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they bring in a new love interest to compete with like a 3-season long romance. And if I like it or not. I try to be open to new relationships and stuff, because, you know, different things happen. Characters got to go somewhere, and sometimes you got to give them room to breathe. But I'm still someone who's like, if I really like a couple, it's hard for me to see them with other people. So we will have to see. I have no idea what this episode is about, but I am very excited. So let us dive in to the first episode of Buffy Season 4.
Introduction to the Modern Novel.
Ooh, loving the hair, Willow.
20th century novelist.
I just don't want to take on too much. Do they have an introduction to the modern blurb?
Blurb. She should take like a film critique class where you watch
Oh no, it conflicts
the films
with
in
French.
class.
Wait, Images of pop culture. This is good. They watch movies, TV shows, even commercials.
Well, you have to write
Isn't
about
college
them,
cool?
but that's like one of my favorite things to do,
Well, you did.
which is why I
sort of
like
wait
this.
till the last minute with your course selection.
It's been a very sleigh-heavy summer. Just haven't had a whole lot of time to think about life at UC Sunnydale.
Ladies,
I just need to figure out how it's going to work with my extracurricular activities.
he's like, wait, what?
I just can't let it take the edge off my
He's
sleigh.
like, hello. For my YouTube watchers, I just watched the new opening. If you would like to see my live reaction to the new opening for season 4, that is on Patreon in the uncut version. Okay, so a couple things I noticed. I saw Spike in the opening twice. And when I first saw him, I got excited. I was like, oh my god, is he coming back? And then they did show Faith in the opening a little. I was like, ooh, she definitely not coming back. So I didn't think much. But then I saw him again. So, like, maybe he comes back in a couple episodes, because the episode where he visited in season 3 was really funny. So maybe we'll see him a couple times. I would enjoy that. There were no other new people I saw, so maybe, like, I'm trying to think if Angel was in a lot of the opening for season 1. I think because he was reoccurring, he didn't get his own name thing, right? You guys will have to remind me. So maybe, I don't know. I didn't see any, like, new characters, so I'm interested to see, like, it did look like Oz got a lot more time in the opening, so I'm hoping he'll get some of his own storylines this season too. Okay, let us check out the college. The first day of college can be overwhelming.
Party Thursday at Alpha Delt. Gotta be there. Free jello shots for freshman women.
Do you guys
That's
know where
disturbing.
Weissman Hall is? Oh boy, am I glad to see you.
Isn't this cool? There's so much going on.
Yeah. Almost one might say too much.
Have you met your roommate yet?
No.
They didn't room together?
I hope she's cool.
I see you got ticketed too.
Yes.
I guess
I've heard.
them not rooming together is a good way to intro new characters, but you think they would have roomed together.
Heard about 5 different issues, and I'm angry about each and every one of them. The energy, the collective intelligence, it's like this force.
I love Willow, but she's gonna find out. Most of the people in college aren't that different.
This penetrating force, and I can just feel my mind opening up.
I'm all for spurty knowledge. It's just, it's a little overwhelming. Don't you feel it?
Well, I'm... Oh, boyfriend! It's my on-campus boyfriend.
Do you know why they're distributing the work-study applications?
Buffy's like, this
Back at
is too
Richmond
much.
Hall, next to the auditorium.
Ooh, library, come on.
It's too bad Giles couldn't be librarian here. Be convenient.
Well,
That-
he says he's
that's
enjoying
what
being a
I
gentleman
think
of leisure.
is what would happen.
Gentleman of leisure. You heard anything from Xander?
Not for a while.
Oh
He's
no,
still
is
on
he
his
not
cross
here
country
anymore?
See America thing.
I hope he gets back soon. It'd be fun to have the whole gang back
Just
together,
you
Hang
that
out
wants
in the
that.
library.
Our old library just didn't have the greatest selection. But this...
Yeah, this is great. You know, if we ever need a place for the Nuremberg rallies.
Willow is very much embracing the change, and Buffy's like, too much.
Here. Thanks.
Oh!
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, new man.
Okay, it's okay. Oh, that was bracing.
50-50, he's new love interest. 50-50, he's the monster of the week.
I'm so... The books were just too high.
Well, you have a lot of fun. Professor Walsh, she's quite a character.
You've taken it?
I'm a TA.
Okay,
I'll be
second
helping
time we've
Professor out.
heard
I'm
that.
sorry, I've forgotten my manners and all
name.
the concussion. You know her treatise on Dietrich's work?
I know of it.
It's not in the syllabus, but it's a fascinating read.
Buffy's like, what
If
is
you're
my
into that
life?
sort of thing.
Well, this is probably why Buffy should have picked out her
almost
own
everyone.
classes, so she could pick out what she's interested in.
Are you Buffy?
Yeah.
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Are
It's
you
nice
nice?
to meet
I'm scared.
So, it's a pretty nice room, huh?
That's the
I was
biggest
surprised,
dorm
'cause
room
you hear
I've
horror
ever
stories about
seen.
freshman housing. I bet there's gonna be a lot of parties to go to this week too. Not that I'm a crazy partier. Oh, and I'm not always this hyper either. I'm just excited.
Well, she's nice. It could be worse. I'm gonna be real. I was more like Buffy going my like move-in day of college when my mom had to leave. I sobbed. It's harder for me like right as change is happening to deal with it. So like for most of the kids like Willow and that girl who are super excited, they were super excited for like a week and a half to 2 weeks, and then the homesickness and change hit them and they all started like being like sad and crying and like, oh my god, what's happening? Versus like those of us who were like crying the day they left. I was like, oh my god, I had those 2 weeks to adjust, and once my schedule had adjusted, I was fine. But it's different for everybody. Some people like are fine with all that excitement for the first 2 weeks and then it hits them, or some people it doesn't hit them till they go home for the first break and then coming back is hard. Everybody's different.
The point is to examine its
Do you know what
current
this class is for
being.
yet?
And there are two people talking at once. It's worth interrupting my lecture for.
Okay, it's the first day. Like, they are not that crazy.
If I could still sign up.
If your name isn't on this sheet, then you are wasting everyone's time. Leave! Thank you.
I'm sorry. In what fucking world? That's like completely normal to go observe a class and ask if there's still room.
Oh, thanks. Wondering. Professor Walsh isn't planning on yelling at me and kicking me out of the class, is she?
It's not in their lesson plan.
I'm Professor Walsh. Those of you who fall into my good graces will come to know me as Maggie. Those of you who don't will come to know me by the name my TAs use and think I don't know about, the evil bitch monster of death.
Oh, hello.
Wow, sorry.
No, I wasn't looking.
I feel like I know that actor.
Did you, lose your way?
Recently voted most pathetic.
Well, I'm lost and I have a map, so...
Oh, I come in second.
Okay, and this is done with building. That's my dorm. It's us I can't find.
Are we the blue part?
No?
This is an actor, but I know him older, I think, and I can't picture who he
It's
is.
like 105 with Professor Walsh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try.
Of Human Bondage. Have you ever read it?
Oh, I'm not really into porn. I mean, I'm trying to cut way back.
No, I don't think that's what it's
There's no actual
about.
bondage. I always keep it by my bed. Security blanket.
We have a security blanket. Well, I'll look for you in psych.
It's gonna bother the fuck out of
It
me
would
who
even help
this
each other
guy
figure
is.
out what the hell they're talking about.
Okay.
Maybe she made a friend. God damn it, poor Eddie. Oh, he was nice. Yeah, but Buffy just talked to him and knows they were like working together.
You made a friend. Good for you.
Thanks, Mom.
She's like, where did he go? I just talked to him.
Eddie just took off.
That's not the vibe he gave. It's his security blanket. He's not leaving it. Boring. I liked him.
We have to kill some cooler people.
When I say we eat.
Okay, me.
God, lighten up.
I think it's funny when you scream.
I shouldn't even take you on the hunt.
Great. Why don't you let Dead Eddie get your dinner?
It would be cool if our new big bad is a woman. Buffy's like, school sucks.
Giles?
My friend got kidnapped.
Cheese, or is it just cheese that's
Hello? She's British.
Giles
Is
does
she a
too,
council
right?
person?
He does. He appears. Rupert, you have a guest.
Buffy, hello. And how is university?
Pretty much the same as high school in the sense of I need help.
Ah. I'm not supposed to have a private life?
No,
No.
because you're very, very old and it's gross.
That's so
Well,
real.
before I succumb to the ravages of age.
I met him outside last night, and then I went back where we met, and it looked like there'd been a struggle.
And?
And we need to stop this. Before you became Hugh Hefner, when you used to be a watcher?
Officially, you no longer have a watcher.
Oh yeah,
Buffy,
that
you
means
know
no
I'll always be here
Wesley.
when you need me.
Okay, but she's going through a lot of change right now, and she could use a little support.
Buffy,
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, you're right.
So did you help her?
No,
I'm not sure.
not at all. Very unhelpful.
Eddie?
Oh,
I
he's
was worried that something had happened to you,
luring.
and of course it has because you're a vampire.
You were my first friend. Hello.
The Slayer. Oh, I'm Sunday. I'll be killing you here in a minute or so.
Sunday is a
You
sick
know,
name.
that threat gets more frightening every time I hear it.
This is totally mine.
Okay, but you gotta share the eating, cause I'm thinking Slayer's blood's gotta be whoa.
Dakota Fannin looking ass.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I fight like a girl.
Okay. Even the women gotta be sexist? Oh, fuck! At least she used to have help. Is she gonna go to Giles about a broken arm and he's gonna be like, well, fix it. Oh, she's gonna pop it back in, bitch. So today sucked for her.
So much one night. She was like, no.
Yes,
not
because
the
6 versus
ensemble."
1 is fair.
She's not gonna last the night. She's a done deal. In fact,
Buffy. Hi. Honey, how are you?
Oh, don't touch my
How's
arm.
college? Have you been fighting?
Everything's just been so hectic, I figured it'd be nice to come and crash for...
Did she immediately
Oh, well,
replace
yeah.
everything in her room?
If it's still my room, shouldn't I be able to fit in it?
Well,
Yeah.
it's just for a couple of weeks while we do inventory at the gallery.
Okay, that's better. I thought she had
I just
redone her whole
really didn't think you'd
room.
be back so soon.
Hello? Hello?
Where's all her stuff? Buffy's right there. Oh, it's gotta be weird for her. You know what we haven't seen? Gordy. I don't think that's him. No.
Whole world in front of her, and she comes back to this dive.
Xander!
Oh, something familiar. I'm happy for
A couple
her.
days ago?
No.
Huh?
Basically, I got as far as Oxnard and the engine fell out of my car. And that was literally. Suffice to say, I traded my car in for one that wasn't entirely made of rust. Came trundling back home to the arms of my loving parents, where everything was exactly as it was, except I sleep in the basement.
College is good.
Okay, once more with even less feeling.
No, really. I mean, Willow's in heaven. It's just... There was this vampire, and she took me down.
Then where's the gang? Avengers Assemble, let's get it going.
No, I don't want to bug them. It's just... What if I can't cut it?
Can't cut what? Slaying?
Everything.
You just gotta
Buffy, this
adjust.
is all about fear. It's understandable, but you can't let it control you. You're Buffy.
Yeah. Maybe in high school I was Buffy.
And now in college, you're Betty Louise?
Yeah, Betty Louise.
When it's dark, and I'm all alone, and I'm scared or freaked out or whatever, I always think, what would Buffy do? You're my hero.
Let's kick some vampire ass.
I say thank you.
And
See,
nothing says
sometimes
thank
you
you
need someone
like dollars in the
familiar.
waistband.
No.
Okay, what do we do first? I can't believe the vampires took your stuff.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Murder I expect, but petty larceny seems so... petty.
They weren't too common before 82.
Magic number.
Psi Theta loses its charter. Building to be closed for renovation.
1982. Up for a little reconnaissance?
You mean where we all sculpt and paint and stuff?
No, that was the
I love
Renaissance.
her. She's like, that's my stuff.
Mr. Gordo?
Throw my cow.
go to my room. Laugh all you want. This time we play it my way.
You are
Rules
gonna
gonna be just a
fall
little
through the... You know? Hello.
Say, don't I know you from beating the crap out of you?
It's possible.
Drop in. This is a diabolical plan. Throw yourself at my feet with a broken arm and no weapons of any kind.
How does your hair keep getting
Nice
worse?
setup here. Well, I'm not actually positive, but statistically speaking, people usually make it.
Buffy wouldn't just take off. That's just not in her nature. Except for that one time she disappeared
one
for several
time she
months
did
and
leave.
changed her name, but there were circumstances then.
I don't think this is her handwriting.
I bet there were circumstances. We've probably been so.
Oz
wrapped
is
up in
literally
our
like,
own
she didn't
petty
write
lives
this.
Or
It's a prank.
Xander!
How are my guys?
Nice to meet you.
I don't know you, do I? Do we hug?
I think we're too manly.
We're too manly, those two.
Oh, the room. Well, some friends of Buffy's played a funny joke. Let's go to our friend. It's nice meeting you, Kathy.
You too.
Kathy's
Let's go to
like,
Will's, get
okay.
Is Buffy in danger?
She's in a holding pattern.
Oh, and this.
Hey, don't touch
This
your umbrella.
is
That
my
made me
favorite
cry.
item. You don't want to touch that.
Bitch.
You know, this arm's
Stop
looking
with
so
the
good.
arm. Stop.
This is starting to suck.
It's starting to suck. A little faster.
When you look back at this, in the 3 seconds it'll take you to turn to dust, I think you'll find the mistake was touching my stuff.
How does that feel?
Let me answer that question with a headbutt.
Oh.
The arm is hurt.
Oh.
It's not broken.
That guy's like, I'm gonna go.
I'm good.
I will say that sometimes where they get stabbed is not the heart, but they die. But then that one time Faith missed Angel's heart, he was fine. But I love this show, so it's okay. Yeah, it's kind of a problem.
What's with the arsenal?
I know I'm supposed to teach you self-reliance, but I can't leave you out there to fight alone. Fight it
I
together.
kind of already did it.
Great. Thanks. We'll get right on that.
College not so scary after all, huh?
It's turning out to be a lot
Gotta
like
take
high
out the
school,
bully.
which I can handle.
Ooh! What is that? What? Yo, is the government getting involved? Okay, did not expect that ending. You guys think they're government? Obviously you guys know, so I don't know why I asked the question, but it helps my brain think. Obviously, do not spoil. Okay, I love this premiere episode of season 4. This is a fun episode. There was no Cordy, which I'm now thinking she wasn't even in the opening, and if I don't know if I'm happy about that. She better still be here somewhere. I can't imagine the show without Cordelia. It's still really good though. It's not like Kathy gonna replace Cordelia. I don't think so. I really related to Buffy a lot this episode though, of like struggling the first like week of college and like with the change and being somewhere new and like all new people and classes and a new building that I didn't know and like sleeping away from home for longer than like a sleepover length of time and stuff like that. I'm a very like routine person. I need them or I get like very overwhelmed and my anxiety gets pretty bad and I can have like panic attacks and stuff. So definitely that was first week for me was very emotional, a lot of like not feeling like I'm belonging and crying and stuff, but I've had experience with that before and I knew that as I got through it and I built my new routine, I would do better. And I think the same thing is kind of going for Buffy, where she felt like fish out of water, but like when she started to get back into slaying with her friends in the Scooby Gang, like it allowed her to like be like, okay, I can build a new routine here still. I'm still me, it is not the end of the world, right? And I think that's relatable to a lot of people who go to college and just, like, feel overwhelmed. Change is overwhelming, even when it's a good change. That one teacher, the class she was, like, auditing, like, dude's crazy. It's totally normal to audit a class or go to the first day and ask the teacher if you can still take it if they have room for one more. That's, like, completely normal. I would have fucking reported that guy. The psych teacher, I felt that's, like, an actual strict teacher, like, being honest with you, like, hey, my class is hard, but if you do the work, you will get a lot out of it. That's normal. But yeah, he was just, like, awful. You're better off not taking a class from someone like that anyway, because there's no way that person is open to, like, discussing things with new views, or, like, probably not going to teach you a lot other than their own fucking opinions and anger. Obviously, that vampire is not our main villain. I think maybe whoever the guys in camo were is related to our main villain of the season. But I liked Buffy kind of facing off against another female vampire. I don't think we've seen her really facing off with another female vampire very much since, like, Darla or Drew, maybe. But even her and Drew didn't have a lot of head-to-head. So it was kind of interesting to see, like, these one-off vampires actually each had, like, their own personality and stuff compared to just being nameless vamps. I really like that. I feel bad for Eddie. I really liked him. I was like, oh, she made a friend. I should have known she's not allowed to make friends, and it turned out okay. But I was like, okay, see, she's doing it. His actor still looked really familiar, but I cannot place him. Let me know anything you've seen that actor in. Maybe I'll recognize that. Other than that, this was an amazing episode. Next time you see a video from the Buffyverse, it will be the pilot episode of Angel, which I'm very excited to watch. I'm going to go watch it right now. If you want to watch it as this comes out on YouTube, it is up on Patreon, so you can check that out. And I will see you guys next time.